Critica Center.
Hello everyone and welcome to another breakdown featuring yet again another hotly anticipated match in Roa and Roman, starting off the finals of the GRD. Off this week we have Hiroyuki Yamada storyboarding, Noriyoshi Nakamura as episode director, Hatsue Nakayama and Isamu Fukushima as co-chief supervisors for the episode, with Eri Ishikawa as assistant chief animation supervisor. Right off the bat, worryingly, we have both Yamada and Nakamura returning this week, only one episode removed since their last one. With Nakamura specifically coming back to supervise so soon. Yes, indeed alarming, but luckily he's given Fukushima and Ishikawa to help him supervise the overall corrections. The latter of which's style we haven't quite had a chance to see, as her corrections would have been drawn over by the chief supervisor in past episodes. In this episode, although very few and far between, we do get a few glimpses of her particular style. Fukushima, despite only correcting Roman's final turn and the ending sections of the episode, was the clear standout for this episode, specifically with how big he tends to draw the eyes. Yamada's board still manages to be quite imaginative and fun, much like his previous episodes, but lacks that appropriate comedic direction from Nakamura that would have allowed the gags to land as good as they could have, at least in my opinion. Luke's cutaway joke about Roman and Gakuto becoming his retainers, for example, doesn't look particularly fun or cartoony as some of the other cutaways from the other episodes, such as episode 47 and 29, and instead looks sort of derpy. I know the tone of the episode as a whole isn't supposed to be comedic, but it just doesn't feel as ambitious as I know it could be if put in the hands of a more competent director. It really sums up how basic and unambitious Nakamura's episodes tend to be. And I know that's a bit harsh, but that's just how I feel about it. Sure enough, the animation side of the episode is very limited and relies on a ton of bank animation for most of the action. There are some noteworthy cuts like Ken Reedy's attack, which feels very dynamic thanks to Yamada's storyboard and the addition of the tracking in of some of the CG assets. The last section that looked quite particular are the cuts after Endall is summoned. There are a few seconds of interesting movement, like Luke and Yuga clapping and chanting Endall, Roa's reactions, Endall being tributed away, as well as the panning cut with Prima Kitana and Roman. That's particularly well drawn. Overall, just another standard episode for an otherwise great duel. Can only go up from here, right? Oh, and maybe tell me what you thought of Roa's development. Do you think he learned any meaningful lessons from this episode? Comment down below, and with that, see you in the next video.